Hi friends and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a fun one because in this one you are going to help me to plan my haul. I've never done this video before. I don't know if anyone else has done it before either, so we're gonna see how it goes. I have like a book buying game, or I only allow myself to buy books once I've achieved a few things in regards to my reading. I have a feeling that I will fairly soon have gathered up a few book buying prompts, let's say, and I want your help to decide what to buy. I'm not really certain when this haul is gonna happen. It's currently the 20th of May as of when I'm filming this. I think it might be later in June, in a month or so, when I might do this book haul, or even like start of July, or it could be end of May. I don't know. Basically, I'm going to take your opinion, your wishes into consideration, okay? There will be multiple parts to this interactiveness. We're gonna use emojis in the comments, we're gonna have a battle between comments and likes, and we might have a look at subscriber count, maybe, I haven't decided. I will decide throughout the making of this video. My mood lately, I don't know, I haven't been slumping and I am currently enjoying my read, but I've been in the mood for like thrilling, addictive type of books, like books that will just grip me, that I don't want to put aside. And I don't mean thrilling in thrillers, I just mean books that I will obsess over. That's sort of what I've been in the mood for this week, but like just a few weeks back, I was in the mood for like non-fiction's history. I wanted to learn things, I wanted to get to know people. My mood varies a lot, and so does the genres I read. I read a bunch of genres, and I've also been wanting to dabble more with non-fiction, poetry and so on. Although, as I said, my current mood is more perhaps romances or fun, exciting, addictive. But as I said, this haul might happen in like a month or so, and then my mood might be completely different. This video is going to be a mess, but hopefully you understand your part in it and can participate. What I'm gonna do now simply is I'm gonna go through emojis that you can comment with in order to wish for a genre or type of book. And definitely also feel free to write suggestions for books you want me to pick up. I do have my Amazon wishlist in the description box, which gives you a good idea of books I would like to pick up or have been meaning to pick up for a while. So you can either write any of those books, or you can feel free to just write whatever book you would want me to buy and read as well. It's up to you. I'm giving you all the power here. You will get to decide the genres, the books, all of that. I'm just gonna be here with my wallet and do the book haul later on. Also, the number of books will be determined by how many book buying prompts I have allowed myself, or earned, I guess. I'm currently at 0. I know I'm gonna earn book buying prompts in the near future. Sequels do not count for this game, so I'm always allowed to purchase sequels. I'm also always allowed to purchase books I've already read, so those are like 2 exceptions. The number of books I will buy and haul is based on how many prompts I will have earned by the time I'm doing the haul. And also I'm thinking, and this is really like long shot, but we're gonna see, I'm thinking that as of today, I'm currently at 797 subscribers. I want to say that for every 10th in the 800s, I'm allowed to buy a new book. I don't think that's gonna happen, which is why I'm putting this goal, because I still want to somewhat restrict my book buying. But basically, if I reach 800 subscribers before my haul, I'm allowed to buy another book. If I reach 810 subscribers before the haul, I'm allowed another book, and then 820, 830, so on, so on. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. As I said, I still want to restrict my book buying, but yes, that's a fun twist. We're working with numbers here. We're working with making this video as interactive as we can without doing it too complicated. So that's why I'm throwing it in there. But now, emojis and what I would buy for that emoji. Honestly, comment whatever emoji you want, and you are also allowed to comment multiple emojis. I won't be able to keep track of how many comments you have left, how many emojis there are. So I will see which ones are like in the top. That's a future me problem, I feel like. So just comment, go crazy in the comments if you like with what you want me to buy. Let's start with romance. If you want me to pick up a romance, please leave me a red heart in the comments. And if I were to pick up a romance, I've sort of been in the mood for like addictive, a bit out there, not so realistic type of romances, I feel like. So perhaps BookTok romances? Maybe? That's sort of the thing, right? I don't really have that many romances on my shelf, or BookTok romances, or like fun romances, I guess. I have more serious ones, or sad ones, or romances, but in other genres. Lately I have been eyeing King of Wrath by Ana Huang, and also that other Ana Huang series. I've also been wanting Set on You, because it's the first book in the same series as X's and O's, which I loved. Fine Print by Lauren Asher is another very popular BookTok book, I think. We have Every Summer After That, another BookTok book. And then The Dead Romantics, which was released last year and looked a lot of fun. So those are just like a few books I've been eyeing and wanting to get. So it might give you an idea. You can request those, or you can request a completely different romance if you'd like. And just to mention, if you're afraid of recommending me a book I already own or I have already read, just check my Goodreads. You can see everything I read on my Read page, and I do also have a owned TBR category shelf on Goodreads. Next, if you want me to pick up a fantasy, please comment with a dagger. Some books I've been eyeing for this one. I mentioned that I still want to read Stolen Air by Holly Black. I mentioned that in a previous video. I've also been wanting to pick up Half a Soul. I've heard great things about it, and like a cozy fantasy seems right. Also Realm of Hope, which I think is like an indie book, but the thing with that one is someone mentioned that it's sort of like Kingdom Hearts but in book format, and I love Kingdom Hearts. I'm obsessed with that game, so it would be really cool to read that book and see if it is like Kingdom Hearts. Heaven's Official Blessing is a very recent addition to my wishlist. I think it could be fun, it could be something different, a translated work. I'm intrigued, I'm definitely intrigued. I am currently in the middle of a bunch of like adult epic fantasies, and I might need to buy sequels to those, so I might do that in the same haul. But as I mentioned, I'm automatically allowed to buy sequels. Next, I'm gonna say that we are gonna use a tulip, or any type of flower really. I don't know what flower you have, but a flower emoji for literary / contemporary / other. So I wasn't certain how to categorize this, but basically everything that's not any of the other categories I mentioned can go here. Like literary fiction, horror, thrillers, contemporaries, whatever. Things I've been eyeing here. I'm still trying to work through Ottessa Moshfegh's books, and I still haven't read Eileen or Lapona, so those could be fun. Dead Silence is a thriller, I think it's a thriller, or is it a sci-fi, that I have been very intrigued to read. We will have a penguin emoji for Penguin Classics. It gets its own category. I have a very small Penguin Classic collection, but I'm looking at expanding it, and I would love to read more classics. I recently listened to my first Franz Kafka, and I would actually really like to read more of his. That's something I would like to pick up if I were to pick up a Penguin Classic, but more, I don't know, I'm sure there's plenty. If you comment with a cloud, that will stand for poetry. I mentioned in a previous vlog, I think, that I've been sort of in a poetry mood, or I've been wanting to read more poetry. I don't really own that many poetry books. I don't really know my taste in poetry yet, but I think it could be nice to have a few poetries in my collection. I've been eyeing Rumi, I've been eyeing more Rupi Kaur books. If you want me to expand my poetry collection, please feel free to comment a cloud. Another one that I don't read that much, graphic novels and manga. Please comment with a pen, any type of pen, if you want me to pick up a graphic novel or a manga. The graphic novels I'm looking at continuing with are the Buffy rebooted ones. I read the first one, really loved it, would love to continue with that. Also Rat Queens, another one I really enjoyed and would like to continue with. And then Saga as well. Those are 3 graphic novels I started last year. Manga I haven't really read. I've read it on like my phone or something, or I've read webtoons as well. I'm seeing manga getting more hype. It would be a bit out of my comfort zone to read manga, so if you would like to challenge me to do that, feel free, I guess. If you want me to read a translated book, please comment with a globe. I just think it's really good to read translated books, and I feel like I need more translated works on my shelves. Obviously, the mangas could count for this, some of the classics, because many of them were written in other languages than English. Heaven's Official Blessing is translated. I could pick up Murakami perhaps, or something else. And final one. This is the final one, because I feel like I've given you enough options. If you want me to pick up a non-fiction, please comment with a wine glass. Because why not? We're feeling fancy, we're being smart, we're reading nonfiction, we're sipping wine. The ones I've been eyeing or meaning to get for a while actually. One of them is Last Train to Memphis, which is another book about Elvis. And ever since I did my video last year, where I read like Elvis Presley or about Elvis Presley, I still want to read more about him. So this is another book I've been wanting to pick up. Damon Dominic, who has a YouTube channel, released You Are a Global Citizen. That's one I've been wanting to pick up as well because I would like to support him. This one is super random, but I just love the cover of it and I would love to have this cover displayed on my shelves. It's called Me Talk Pretty One Day. I don't know anything about it. I don't know who this writer or person is, but I love the cover. I want it because of the cover, okay? I've been wanting to get some history books because I feel like I need to learn more about history, especially the reasons why the world looks the way it does, like with all our borders and the wars that are going on and all of that. I want to learn more and understand that. There are multiple types of history books I could pick up. One is called A Very Short History of Life on Earth. There's another series that is like Why the Maps Looks the Way They Do. Those are the emojis you can comment with and wish what type of book I should pick up. Finally, I mentioned that we're gonna have a little battle between the comments and the likes. If you have any better suggestions for this, feel free to share them. But I was thinking if by the time I head out to purchase the books or I make my haul, if I have more likes than I have comments on this video, I will buy a box set of books. Basically an entire series within a set. There are a couple of box sets I've been wanting to buy for a while, and one is more recent. For a while I've had on my wishlist both the Murderbot series and also Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. But a recent idea of mine is actually to purchase the Hunger Games box set, because the thing is, I don't own proper copies of the Hunger Games, and since there's basically a Hunger Games renaissance going on with the hype for the new movie, I would like to reread the series actually. And I remember back at my parents' place, I have the first book in Swedish. I don't own the second book at all because I borrowed that one from my friend. And then the third book I got and read in English. So I have a very like mismatching type of set and I don't even have those books with me. So I would like to repurchase or purchase the complete box set in English of the Hunger Games and reread those. That's most likely what I'm gonna do. If I get the most likes, I might change my mind and get the Daughter of Smoke and Bone box set. We're gonna have to see. If I get more comments, I'm thinking that I would read one of the very hyped fantasy books as of now. I'm talking about Fourth Wing and The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I would read either one of those or maybe both. Let me know if you would like to see both. And also make a dedicated video and review for those. So like a vlog where I read them and then sit down and review it or something. I don't know. I've been seeing these books everywhere. I know that people are already making a bunch of vlogs for those, so perhaps it will be very outdated once I get around to doing that. I don't really know. Please suggest any other hyped book then, if that's the case. But I think it could be fun. I think it could be fun, and it will also be interesting to perhaps try and battle it out in the likes and comments. This might totally flop. I might not get a single comment. I might not get a single like. I'm gonna buy books either way. So this is just your chance to have a bit of power in that, I guess. I really hope you will want to interact with this video in any way. I thought it could be a fun experiment to see actually how much I can involve the viewers in my life. With that said, I'm very excited about this book haul. I'm excited to earn my reading prompts, and I'm excited to have a look at the results in perhaps a month or so and see what books I'm gonna buy. Obviously, I will make another video where I will sit down, have a look at the results, do my reasoning regarding what I will pick up, and then you will come with me as I buy the books and we will haul it together because we did this together. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please take care and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes